New introduction here. I want to get everybody's attention for what I feel will be a lucrative opportunity. It's the first ever NYSE marijuana IPO. We're making history here, and I feel this is just the first stepping stone in what is going to be the start of many IPOs on both the NASDAQ and the NYSE. I feel we're going to have a marijuana sector and marijuana ETFs in the future, and this is just step number one. If you are familiar with the industry, that's all I have to say. I know you're interested already. If this is new to you, this is going to be, in my opinion, the greatest financial opportunity in our lifetimes. This has never happened before. We have an established tens of billions dollar industry that the floodgates are going to open. It's becoming more and more legitimate legally, and this is just step number one. So Innovative Industrial Properties is the company. The ticker is IIPR. It is a real estate REIT that invests in medical marijuana facilities. And for this IPO, we have a new website, www.mjipo.com. I put together an hour of research video going through the filings, researching the company and the executives, and establishing a game plan, looking at some other IPOs and how they have traded. We're going to have a chat room with live Q&A during that day, Tuesday, November 22nd. And we'll also have the live webcam where I'll be showing our charts, going over, pointing out key support and resistance levels, looking at the volume that's coming in. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. I hope you will join us. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get into the charts. Hey everyone, checking back in on SPY, daily, weekly, shorter term time frames, bulls in full control. We're still seeing a decreasing volume pattern each day since the election results, but look at the higher lows. We knew the bulls were for real on that election reaction because of the volume, and then the 3 days that followed, higher lows with bulls buying the dip, nice lower wicks 3 days in a row. Bullish continuation today, and here we are up at the high of the reaction to the election, 218.31. We break that level, we're looking at all-time highs. No one ever would have thought we would be here just 7 days ago, but here we are. Close at the high of the day, extremely strong. We'll see if we get a break of this declining volume pattern tomorrow, and if we see a bull break of 218.31 and head towards the all-time high, maybe we'll see that break for the bulls. But the bulls have all momentum. The bears have not been anywhere in sight over the past 7 days. Looking at the weekly time frame, and I'm going to use SPX for the all-time high because SPY has been adjusted due to their dividend disbursement. So we're looking at 2182.30 as the high of the reaction to the election, and then we're looking at the all-time high, 2193.81. So we are about 0.6, 0.7% away from an all-time high. And then we'll see a bullish MACD cross if we get there. Back test and hold of the middle Bollinger Band weekly support so far. 3 trading days left to go. But 2156 held the back test. And now the bulls are looking for continuation to the upside. Tomorrow will be a very telling day just how strong these bulls are. Because we do have a little double top at that high. 218.31, 218.28. And although the bulls closed right there, we need to see that follow through tomorrow with a nice clear higher high above that reaction to the election. Looking in to the 5-minute time frame. So we had a very clear, it was a fake out on SPY today and a little bit tricky. And we're going to look at oil because the correlation with oil has been a bit wonky since the election, but it was even wonky today. We'll see that. So a high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, tight, 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 clear bear break. And then the bull showed up and ran the rest of the day out of nowhere. So let's look at oil on the 5-minute time frame. This clear bear break was at 12:45 p.m. Eastern. Here's oil. 5-minute chart. You can see that pretty similar pattern. There's our high, our low, lower high, higher low, lower high. And at 12:45, we did the exact opposite as SPY. We made a bull break of that tightening pattern where SPY made a bear break. And then from there, look at the rest of the day, big explosion to the upside. And it's almost as if the SPY bulls, or SPY itself, was like, oops, we went the wrong way. We're supposed to catch up with oil here. And that was a clear fake out. If I'm watching this pattern on the 5-minute, I think, oh, that's a clear bear break. We're looking at the low of the day and likely going to set a new low of the day. And the one thing that stood out there, lack of volume. Look at the bear volume for all that downside. The bear volume was nowhere to be found. So that was one little clue that that move wasn't for real. But other than that, price action alone would absolutely have faked me out looking bearish. But looking at oil, it was a quick turnaround, and SPY bulls decided they needed to follow oil to the upside, and here they are after hours looking very strong. And we're going to keep an eye on oil. Oil is overbought on the hourly time frame. We'll see if we get consolidation overnight, and we'll see what kind of correlation we have into tomorrow, because the correlation has certainly been very important in the past, not so important in the recent past, but watching for those to link back up again. So I appreciate you watching, and we'll check back in tomorrow. I hope you have a great night. See you soon.